where do the lecturers on the Governing Ecological Transitions course come from? Do all the professors have industry experience? So Governing Ecological Transitions in European Cities is a new course, a new master degree that we will start next September, and the recruitment is opened. So what we're trying to do is something very original that doesn't exist yet, at least on the European scene, because it's not just about the biodiversity or just some very strong climate crisis element. It's trying to understand how it's going on within cities and how you can develop collective action, governance mechanism, public policy to make some change. And as you know, a lot of the policies to deal with the climate crisis and the ecological transitions are implemented within cities, which are the avant-garde when the states are sometimes not always at the avant-garde of these processes. So we're trying to think something which is really a mix of urban governance in order to really foster and implement these ecological transitions. Therefore, who are the professors we're hiring? Well, we do always the same mix that we do in the school. Number one, we're hiring some very solid social science professors that will give very strong content and robust. In particular, the director will be Giacomo Parinello, who is a formidable historian of the ecology and the environment in Europe. He's both a comparatist, and he will show the long-term trajectories of a number of those issues. We have some public policy and governance people, urban governance, who will compare a lot of the work being done in European cities. So that would be one part, as usual. Then we have some specialists and people who really work on ecological issues, either on biodiversity, on agriculture and food, on energy, on transport. So people who will have sometimes a practical experience, sometimes less so. And the third group are the professionals, who are people who work either in the industry or in the local authorities or sometimes in NGOs and are in charge of programs. So they will have workshops, they will run some classes, and they work more with case studies, and they give a lot of professional experiments. And of course we have the capstone and the internship and all these things. Yeah. So we always have these sort of three types of experiments. And as usual, we also want people to learn the skills. So they have to learn how you get a carbon balance, in any activities, and not just statistics in the classic sense. We want some tools from economics, but also some of these new tools developing to measure some of the level of pollution or some ways to change behavior. So that's the mix of professors. So no, they don't all come from the industry, because we believe always you need a core group of very strong people who work on risk, for instance, and who are will give you some intellectual models and tools that will follow you all your life. So it's always this combination with some people from the industry or the professional world and some people who are first level, usually first class academics with a very strong research background.
Okay.